Triple EDC here, back again with another knife video. I am going to explain to you why I am selling this knife, or in this case trading it. This is the Heretic Knives Manticore X, and there's a couple of reasons why I'm trading it. I've done a couple of videos already. I haven't done a full review of this knife, but I believe I've done enough of a review of it in some of the other videos I've done where I compare it to some other out the fronts. There's a couple of reasons why I'm getting rid of this. One is what I'm getting in return for it, which is a hinderer. I've got 3 knives on my end and 2 on the other guy's end. I'm getting a hinderer and a Heretic Martyr back. And I'm trading the Heretic Knives Manticore X, a Benchmade Crooked River full size, and let's see if I can remember the third knife, a ZT AD-20. So, that's one of the reasons that I'm trading it, is what I'm getting in return. The other reason is for my use. I don't necessarily need 3 out the front dagger style knives. So that is one of the reasons that I'm getting rid of it as well. I will say that if you're planning on getting this knife, which I actually really like, it hits really hard. The action is fantastic. It's every bit as good of quality as the Microtech Ultratech, even being a little larger than that. This is sort of an in-between size between the Ultratech and the Combat Trudon. It has a larger handle than the Benchmade Infidel, but a smaller blade. So one of the things that I didn't like about this was the blade to handle ratio. I would have liked a little bit larger of a blade for how large the handle is. I think you can see I have a large size glove hand, and it's pretty large handle. Another reason I'm getting rid of it is just because, like I said, I don't have as much use for a dagger style blade, and because I don't necessarily love the pocket clip, even though it rides deep carry. I know pocket clips can be changed, but it is what it is. And because I may get another one of these at another point, but one of the drawbacks to this finish right here is that it shows marks. I think you can see that one here, and these have been disclosed in the trade, but you see another one right here, and you can see there's a wear pattern in here as well. And so, you know, this is an excellent knife, but I would like to get the battle worn. I think it's called the battle worn finish, which is basically a distressed finish if I was going to get this again, and that would allow it to really ride in the pocket, and I wouldn't have to worry too much about it getting scratched up. I did tend to try not to carry this sometimes because I was afraid of it being scratched. I actually don't think I ever did carry it for that reason, although there is, a little mark there. I was just too afraid of it getting scratched up with something else in my pocket, and if I'm not using a knife, I can't keep it around, so that's really the reason I'm getting rid of this. The most fun I really had with this was just sitting here flicking it in and out a bunch of times. The other thing that I didn't like about it was how far, when you're in the locked position, your pointer finger is from the blade. I would have preferred, something that was a little closer, but when you have an actuator, it's kind of hard to do. One of the ways they could have approached this differently was if they had the actuator going up to a finer point here, and it wasn't as much flat, that would allow this curvature to be closer to the front of the knife, which would have allowed your hand to be closer in this position while still remaining sort of locked in. So that's one of the issues that I had with it. I think that's pretty much sums up why I'm getting rid of it. It is an excellent knife. I have no complaints with it. Excellent quality. If you're planning on getting one, I would definitely recommend it if you're an out the front person, or even if you're just new to out the fronts and want a good starter knife. This is a great one. One of the things that I will tell you is this seems to hold its value better than the Ultratechs, for a couple of reasons. One is the market's kind of flooded on Ultratechs, not so much the Heretics. And another reason is that the Ultratechs are cloned quite often, and so it's hard for some people to tell what's a clone, what's not a clone, and they're getting better and better at making clones anyway. So this is a knife that I'm not aware of any clones yet because I don't think it's big enough production yet, but I know eventually there will be, but it's not going to be as frequently cloned as the Ultratech. So that's another thing as well. I did receive a response that some people just wanted to see more close-ups of the knife, so I'm going to sort of give you a close-up here of this, try to give you better close-ups on camera. I will say the serrations here are excellent serrations. They really do a great job on serrations. Heretic, you see the logo there. You've got the back, it's ground a little bit different, meaning the serrations aren't ground on this side. I think you've got the steel here somewhere. There it is, CPMS35VN. And just sort of a close-up of the texturing on the actuator. And close-up of the hardware and the handle. Okay, I think that's it. Again, this is just why I'm selling or trading, in this case, the Heretic Manticore X. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Like the video, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you're getting all the updates. Thank you so much for watching.